if I can talk, pistachio. Like a light bulb's going off like ding ding, and you know, it's been a long week. Anyway, guys, you know what time it is for me. Of course, it is time for my Diet Coke break. I can't believe I'm fixing to film my monthly favorites this early in the month for the previous month. Normally, I am very much later than this, but I'm trying to stay on track this time. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started. I guess the first thing I'll tell you guys about is a couple of body care, skincare types of things. The first thing that I've really been enjoying is this body wash from Dove, and this is the Dove Purely Pampering Nourishing Body Wash. This is in the scent Pistachio Cream with Magnolia. I have really been enjoying this. This is what it looks like a little closer up. I've really been enjoying this. I got this in the Allure Beauty Box, the one that comes out with the seasons that has all the stuff in it. I really like it. I have always liked Dove products. Dove deodorant is by far my favorite deodorant. And I have used Dove body washes before. I've always really liked them. I don't know why I stopped buying them. I think that I just started getting so many samples of different brands of body washes and things that I never really had a need to buy a full size from the store for years, to be honest with you. But this one was in that Allure box, and I'm really glad that it was, because this smells really, really good. Again, I really love the scent of this. Again, this is the Pistachio Cream with Magnolia, and it smells really good. You can definitely smell sort of that nuttiness. I guess that's the pistachio coming through. The Magnolia is not super strong, which is good for me because normally I am not a huge fan of Magnolia, but something about the little bit of like that nutty sort of scent behind the Magnolia smells really good. I really like it. It's super moisturizing. So anyway, I used this for most of the month of August, and I'm still continuing to use it, so this was definitely a favorite for the month. Then another thing for skincare, after I just said that Dove was my favorite deodorant, and it still is, but I wanted to tell you guys about this little sample that I got from Vitacost. I ordered some things from Vitacost, and I got to pick 2 or 3 samples of little things for free with my order. So I chose this Tom's, the Naturally Dry deodorant. I had never tried a Tom's or really much of a natural deodorant. The only one that I can think of that I've ever tried is the La Vanilla, and that did not work for me. I know that it works for a lot of people. In theory, I was really excited about it. Vanilla is one of my favorite scents, and it smells really good actually. But I think the fact that it is just a deodorant and the one I had was not an antiperspirant, it just did not work for me. So that was kind of sad, and I really hadn't tried anything natural since then. I just used just the regular, my Dove, just regular deodorant. So I figured I would give this one a try, and this is, like I said again, this is the Tom's. This is the Naturally Dry deodorant here from Tom's, and this is in the scent Natural Powder. This is an antiperspirant and deodorant. I'll have this in an upcoming empties video because I've almost used the entire thing, but I really, really like this. I posted on my Instagram account I don't know, last week or the week before, about how much I was impressed by this deodorant. And I said that, you know, it held up well through the heat and all that kind of stuff here in southern Alabama, where it's just still in the 90s, and I'm so ready for fall. Not the point of this video, but anyway, I talked about how well this held up even in humidity. Well, I think we were having a few lower humidity days the first few days I was using this, and I was a little bit too quick to say that this held up good in humidity. Now, I want to be honest about this. I still really like this. So on those days that we had less humidity, this worked perfect. I mean, this is the only deodorant that I used, and it worked perfectly fine. I didn't notice that this wore off, you know, all day. This lasted all day. It worked really, really well. Now, about 2 days after I made that post on Instagram, the humidity decided to shoot back up to, you know, 250%. Then I noticed that it didn't work quite as well as it did on those lower humidity days. So I think I'm still going to have to go with the Dove that I've been using, you know, just for every day, like in the summertime kind of thing. I think I'm going to purchase one of these to use during the winter months here because it's fixing to be cooler soon, hopefully. And the humidity will not be nearly as bad, obviously, in the fall and winter time. And I think this is going to work perfectly because it really worked good on those days that it wasn't so humid around here. So I'm going to purchase one of these. I'm going to use it during the fall and winter, just, you know, for something different, for a more natural deodorant. You know, I guess things like that are supposed to be better for you, and I guess I should be a little more self-conscious of things like that. So, natural deodorants, like if the La Vanilla and things like that work for you, then I'm sure this would be absolutely, you know, fantastic. So anyway, this was a favorite on the non-humid days, and I'll definitely be purchasing this again. Okay, the last skincare product that I want to show you guys is a facial cream that I have been using during the day, like my daytime moisturizer. This is from Derma, and this is the Anti-Wrinkle Vitamin A Retinol Cream. I absolutely am in love with this moisturizer. That's what this looks like a little bit closer. It's with the red label. I love this. This was also in that Allure Beauty box that I was talking about. So I didn't purchase this at full price either, but this is a full size. This is a 4-ounce jar. I love this moisturizer. I love the consistency of this moisturizer. It smells good. It's just like a nice light kind of, it's kind of like whipped cream almost, honestly, and that's sort of what it kind of looks like, I guess, a little bit. But it's just got a really nice texture to it. I put this on whenever I get out of the shower and after I use my micellar water just to get all the excess if I missed anything. I go straight in with this moisturizer under my makeup, and it's like I put it on my face and I can just feel it almost just soaking into my skin. It makes it look, to me, it looks more vibrant, it looks more healthy, and it just feels so good on my face. And I have never felt that way about a moisturizer. So, I'm really happy with this. There's still quite a bit in here because it doesn't take that much, and this is a really good size jar. So, but when this is finished, I am definitely going to be purchasing another size because, I don't know, this is almost, I would consider this almost my favorite, and maybe I can actually stop looking for a daytime moisturizer that I love because this is a really, really great one. It's on Vitacost. You can also find this on the Ulta website. Derma actually has a website, so I'll link some of those below if you guys want to check them out. The makeup brush that I've been loving this month, and don't look at it because, yes, I realize it's dirty and needs to be cleaned, but this is from It Cosmetics. This is the CC Double Airbrush Ball Powder Brush. That's what they call this one. This is a really, really beautiful brush. First of all, it's really pretty. The handle's nice and silver, and it's a really heavy. It's got like some weight to it. I realize that these It Cosmetics brushes are not cheap. This one I did not buy. This one was sent to me by It Cosmetics with some other things to try out, which I really, really appreciate. However, I think if something happened to this brush, I almost think that I would go out and pay full price for it. And I realize this is dirty, like I said, so please excuse that, but this is like a duo fiber brush, and I have been using this not for powder, but for my blush lately. It seems like no matter what blush I use, no matter how pigmented the blush is that I'm using, I've been using this, which I guess you can clearly see from the color that I've been using it for blush, but it just seems like you cannot apply too much blush with this brush, if that makes sense. It's great. I absolutely love it. It seems like it doesn't matter how much you have, like you cannot put too much on your face. It's like this just controls it so well, and I don't know if it's because of the shape of the brush or because it's a duo fiber brush or what the deal is, but literally I just, you know, still use it right in the areas that I need it. It's just so soft, and it's like it puts down and deposits just the right amount of blush for your face. I really, really love makeup that have been favorites of mine for the month of August. The first thing is my new palette from Tarte. I'm so glad that I picked this up. This is the Showstopper palette. I love this palette. A lot of times when you get like all-in-one palettes like this, there's some colors you don't use. You might like the blush, you might like the bronzer, but you don't care for the highlighter, or you don't care for these shadow colors. I can safely say that I love every single color in here, and I have tried every single color in here, and they all work for me with my skin tone. I absolutely love this. It's really, really beautiful. It's not too dark, it's not too light, I don't think it's too cool toned, it's not too warm toned, it's almost like it's right in the middle. So you have your bronzer up at the top, which I think is the Park Avenue Princess, then you have the blush in the middle, which is just a really beautiful transitional blush. It's good for any time of year. You have your highlighter up here, which is also really, really beautiful. This highlighter here is really, really pretty. And then you have your shadows here around the bottom, and I mean, I don't know, they're beautiful. I absolutely love them. They blend together really well. This is what I'm wearing all over my face today. Eyes, you know, face, everything. And I love it. Again, this is the Showstopper palette from Tarte. Absolutely recommend this to you if you have like my skin tone, or even if you have a little bit darker skin tone. It's just a really pretty all around nice palette, just kind of an all-in-one that's really, really gorgeous. Then my favorite mascara this month has been the CoverGirl. This is the CoverGirl Supersizer. I am in love with this mascara. I don't know what it is or how it does it, but the brush is, when you clearly see here, the brush is really not that big. There's really not that much to speak of. The bristles are pretty short. The brush is pretty small. However, this packs a huge punch, so you're supposed to put it like at the base, and you're supposed to twist the wand as you go up. Sometimes I do that and sometimes I forget because I actually have to think about it to do that. Normally how I do my mascara, and this pretty much how I still do this, I just put it at the base of my lashes and then I just, you know, wiggle it up, that kind of thing, and then on the bottom. I absolutely love it. I'm wearing it today. This is wonderful. I absolutely love this. The formula is not too wet. It dries pretty quickly and it lasts all day. I've also really been liking this mascara too though. This is the Neutrogena Healthy Volume. This is a sample that I got. Now, I have heard some people say that this was not a good formula. This did not work for them. So I was kind of skeptical going in. But I really like it. I was also skeptical because when I pulled the brush out, I really kind of got skeptical and scared of the brush because this brush is like massive. Compared to the CoverGirl brush, this brush is massive. I mean, you can see how big this brush is compared to your eye. I mean, it's like wider than my eye is across. So the brush was definitely intimidating. I did not know how that was going to work out. But this mascara, once I got the hang of it and sort of, you know, the right positioning and all that, so I didn't like poke myself in the eye and, you know, harm myself. This works really good. I love the formula of this. It is not too wet. It's a really, really great mascara. And it just gives me kind of soft, like fluttery lash. It doesn't define them as well as like the CoverGirl does. It doesn't separate and define them as well. It just sort of makes them just like one, not one eyelash because that sounds really stupid, but it doesn't make them look separated or anything like that. It just makes them uniform, just really beautiful and just feathery. I really like it. This rinses really well. So again, this is the Neutrogena Healthy Volume, and this is just in the shade Black. Setting powder that I've been loving, I think I've talked about this before, is the Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. I was sent this by Cosmetics to try. Oh, actually, you know what? I think maybe this came with this. Now that I'm thinking about it. I knew they sent me the brush, but I couldn't remember what they sent me the brush to go with, but now that I'm seeing them side by side, that's what this is supposed to be for. I've never tried it with the powder, so I can't vouch for that, and I've already talked about this, so it's had its turn. But now it's time for me to talk about the actual powder. This, like I said, is the Bye Bye Pores. This is the press version. I absolutely love this. I guess as you can see, I've already hit pan on it. This is great for using to minimize your pores and to just kind of give you kind of a matte look whenever you're finished. Whenever I am all the way finished with my makeup, I have a flat top brush that I think I've showed you guys before from e.l.f. I think it was $3, and I just use it and go in, and then I just lightly pat the areas like around my nose, a little bit on my forehead, basically in my T-zone where I get the most oily during the day and where I have the most pores. This just does a really good job. I also have a food favorite to talk to you guys about. So I've been wanting to snack a lot lately, and I don't know what it is, if it's hormonal or if it's wanting the weather to be, you know, cool, so that is kind of snacking weather. So I don't know if it's just, you know, my body going into the mindset that it's almost fall, so it's time to just start being snackish. I have to be smart about my snacking year round. And something that I had discovered that I really like is these crackers from Ritz. And these were at Publix. They were buy one, get one free a couple weeks ago. So this is the toasted chips. And I really, really like these. I don't think I'd ever even seen these before in the store. So according to this, a serving size is 12 crackers. And there are 130 calories. So this is the Southwest chili. These are really, really good. Then, these are the ones that I have open right now, actually. These are the sour cream and onion. These taste really good. I'll show you guys the size of a cracker. I have like, you know, a little handful of these crackers with some cheese, and, you know, I'm good for a while. But anyway, that's the size of the cracker, so it's just kind of, not too bad. Actually really good. I recommend them if you're looking for something that's just a little bit healthier, but that you still makes you feel like you're not just eating a head of lettuce, you know, kind of thing. Those are my favorites from the month of August 2015, and I'm still using them into September, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll put links below to everything that I mentioned if you want to check any of this stuff out. Tell me what some of your favorites were for the month of August. I hope you guys have a really terrific day, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!